What's going on, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning back into the Biz with D. Right here, right now, we got one of the legendary R&B groups of all time, Full Force, with us. What's going on, guys?
What's going on? What's up? It's Paul Anthony, Full Force. My brother Lou is going to be checking in soon, but I'm here holding it down. What's good?
Nothing much. Well, thanks so much for this interview, Paul. We definitely are fans of the group, and it's definitely an honor to have you.
Appreciate that. Absolutely. It's an honor to be here. I'm excited, and every day is better than the last.
Amen, amen. So now tell me about the fact that you guys coming back up on the music scene, making a name for yourself. I mean, you guys did a lot of great things back in the day, but what made you guys want to come back now?
Oh, man, I think it was time. It was time for several reasons. Number one, because we strongly feel that music is returning back to the purity of good songs, good music, live instrumentation, the real. The kids are now purists. They want access. They have access, and it's time. Sometimes you just got to wait and let the storm go by and then bring the sunshine. So that's one reason. The other reason is I'm looking at this as a musical rebirth for myself. Went through a serious little health journey, and because of that, it's just wonderful just to have something like this waiting for me at the end of the rainbow, as he intended. So we're just excited for several reasons. And then, our fans, our people, they've just been asking for that, So we are here, no question.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I definitely wanted to, ask you about your health because a lot of people know about, your health struggles out there. How are you doing now as far as all that is concerned?
Oh, thank you for asking me. Thank you for the love. I'm God good, no question. As a matter of fact, last week I just had my 18th month biopsy,
okay.
And that's, for those who don't know, you have to check every time post-transplant of a bone marrow biopsy. You have to check, and every 6 months there's a milestone to see how things are doing at the molecular level. And thus far, things are good. My doctor said, do your thing. I try not to overdo it in the studio or overdo it in the gym, and that's really hard because those are pretty much me, the gym and the studio. But I'm just pacing myself, not overdoing it, working on my God sexy, and I can't wait to bring it to my people, man. Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So now, tell me about, the last project you guys put out, Full Force, of course, and how you guys got, such a great response from that album. Were you guys surprised, with that project?
You mean the previous project?
Yeah.
No, because we know we have a loyal core base of followers, of angels, and FF believers. They may not be huge, they may not be in the millions. They don't have to be. They just got to be loyal and true. So we knew that, and once again, we're always reliving through House Party, and that's a blessing because everywhere we go, particularly my brother Bo Ligaloo, we can't go anywhere without being stopped and having to quote something of a film that we shot some 25 years ago. So now the kids know us from the House Party, the age group of our age group knows from the music, and when we do a show, we're just introducing each to each. So it's a wonderful thing. So the reception was definitely noted, and we're happy about that.
Absolutely. And I have to agree on the fact, with House Party and with everybody wanting, quoting that movie and getting to really know, because, I'm only 21, so I had to, have some time to get up on it. But now people really know, what that was all about, and they know who you guys are. So, that's great that people are recognizing, y'all for who y'all were, and not just like, oh, it was just, it just was something else. It's just another movie.
Yeah. Well, see, I love that, man. Sometimes we have to step out of ourselves and just recognize when he connects it like that. Here we are having a wonderful conversation. You sound very astute. You sound on top of your game. And to know that when we shot that film, you were not even born. But yet here we are just talking about it, reliving it, and that's another way of living forever and extending, So
Absolutely.
You take that as a lesson too, man. You make sure you leave your mark. So 21 years from now, you're having a conversation with somebody else.
True that. That is so true. And I've got to ask you about you guys' writing skills, because you guys definitely did a lot of great things with writing. What is two songs that are memorable with writing for other artists, or you guys' discography personally?
You mean just period in life?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Well, you know what? I would have to really shorten that list. It's hard because we're asked that question often. So I have several personally myself. I'll just move it around, though. Two songs that come to mind. I mean, there's stuff we did for Patti LaBelle, the stuff I did for the Godfather of Soul, James Brown, the stuff working with Hall & Oates. But right now, let me just pick, I remember a dear friend of ours named Ty Ty. You know, one love to Ty Ty and Jay-Z. You know, that's when they first found a very ambitious young lady named Rihanna. And she was at the studio. And when she came, I wrote this song called That La La La. It was on her first album that did about 8 million for us.
Oh, I remember that song.
Yeah, man, I love Riri because in the studio she was fun. She's always real. The way she is now is the way she was back then, just pure energy. And the reason why I got that La La La, because I just thought about my man Jay. One is it Memphis, that La La La, and then so I said, you know what, I'm gonna take it from Jay, and I wrote that song for Riri. So that comes to mind because Ty is my brother. And then when my daughter was first born, for me it was a miracle back then. My daughter Symphony. And I wrote this song for Earth, Wind & Fire's Philip Bailey called I Asked for a Miracle and God Gave Me You. Y'all pull that up. It's a wonderful song.
Yes, take it back. I love that record right there. My mom likes it too.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I wrote that when my daughter was born because I asked my wife, my ex-wife Kate, for a miracle, and the symphony came, and the rest is music.
Absolutely. And that song is, you know, is definitely one of you guys' biggest, you know, hits like that as far as writings like that. How was it writing, you know, that track, and like what more feeling did you get with that to inspire it more to become what it is?
Oh, man. Well, you know, I mean, like I said, with that particular song, it was inspired by my daughter's symphony. And it's so funny. You can get your inspiration from anywhere. Mm-hmm. All 6 members have all had their inspiration in terms of writing, but you'll always see written by Full Force because we share in everything. But, you know, just like on this album, With Love From Our Friends, there are songs on this album that definitely was inspired, such as one of the current singles, I Feel Good, I Look Good, I'm God Good, which was inspired when I was going through the health journey and people would come see me and I would tell them I feel good. They say, boy, you look good. And I would just start saying, that's why I'm God Good. And the video will be out real soon. Y'all look out for that. And there's other songs that's on the project that's just inspired just from conversation. One of the other current singles is a song I wrote called Thank You for Leaving Me. And I wrote it from a woman's perspective because, you know, we're always in tune. We're always in tune with the woman. You know, it's just like some 20 years ago when Lou wrote Thanks for My Child for Cheryl Pepsi Riley, they couldn't believe that men wrote that. Well, Pepsi once again blessed us on this song called Thank You for Leaving Me, and it's very, very, it's self-explanatory. And that also has Vivica Fox and Melissa Morgan on our sisters. So, you know, that inspiration can come from anywhere.
Absolutely. And, Paul, you literally hit it on the nose about, because I was just about to ask you about it, writing songs from a female perspective, because I'm a songwriter and recording artist as well, so I definitely do that a lot of times. Most times I have it where the song can either be for a male or female. I have 2 versions of it. And then nowadays you find that males are writing these songs for women, and it's crazy. What is your reaction to it? That we can get that more from us males than a female?
Well, you know, not to try to get too deep, but my reaction is just I think we're just becoming more in tune with the universe because it's all about energy. It's all about frequency. If we step outside of ourselves, we realize that all 3 are interchangeable. 3 meaning woman, love, God. They're all synonymous. So you can take a love song and make it about the father. You can take a song about the father and make it about woman. You can because they're all part of one, you know. So the fact that we are now stepping aside of our ego as men and paying homage to that, you know, oh yeah, well, you know what? I know where the woman goes. We come from woman, okay? So no matter how much of a natural leader and a lion king you are, make sure your foundation, which is that woman, that earth, is strong. So from that, you can write to the Father, you can write from love, whatever makes it digestible for the listener, you can flow into that. So we're tapping into that as men, and I'm glad.
Absolutely. And like you mentioned, the new album is called With Love From Our Friends. Tell me, before we wrap this up, the concept of the album, because, I mean, it definitely speaks for itself, but, I mean, I've got to know, like, where you guys, came up with the concept, because it's very positive, and I can't wait to hear it.
Right. Well, conceptually, that first came up from Lou. My brother Bow-Legged Lou, because Full Force is 6 members. Bow-Legged Lou, exactly. Be Fine, Baby Jerry, Shy JR, and Kurt, and myself. 3 brothers and 3 cousins, always have been. But I like to tell people that Lou has more love in his one finger than I have in my entire body, because he always putting out that love. We all are, but that's a good thing. So he had that concept to reach out to people, and it just was in synchronicity with my journey, with me coming through, because I always tell people my purpose is to manufacture and distribute as much love as possible. That's the purpose of the album. That's the purpose of the mission. So once again, it fell in line in purpose. And the title with Adam Block. I got to give one love to Adam Block, the CEO of Sony Legacy, because he said, hey, yo, let's call it With Love From Our Friends. And he just really that he tapped into that also. So to reach out to everyone, for them to just give us a little love with their craft, with their gift, was a blessing. So that's, at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do, trying to spread as much love as possible.
Absolutely. I love the positivity. And you said the single and the video is coming out when exactly?
Well, the single is available now. You can get this single on Amazon and on iTunes. That particular single features Faith Evans and Sheila E. and the God Good Choir and Children. And then Thank You for Leaving Me, featuring Vivica Fox, Pepsi, and Melissa Morgan. That's available on iTunes and Amazon. And, of course, our website, fullforceworld.com. But the album is dropping August 25th. And let me tell you, it's on. It's fire. I'm not just saying that because I'm saying that. I'm saying that because I'm saying that. It's fire. There's some there for everybody. The ladies, we got some Amari Hardwick there for you. We got some Big Daddy Kane there for you. We got some Blair Underwood there for you. Yeah, we got some RL from Next and Slim from 112. And,
wow.
Oh yeah, for the fellas, we got some CeCe Peniston there for you. We got. Oh yeah, it's off the chain.
Y'all ain't playing no games. They're like, we doing this thing for real.
No, I stay as hungry. We ain't leaving nothing on the table, So it's a wonderful thing that everybody just came out, and I couldn't be more excited about it.
Absolutely, and I respect that. And I've got to ask you, because R&B is really coming back. Like all the R&B groups, even from down from Day 26 to Jagged Edge 112. I mean, you got also High Five. And New Edition, like to see all these fellow R&B groups come back like that. I mean, how do y'all feel about that, would you say?
3 words. It's about time. It's as simple as that. I mean, we have to support one another. It shouldn't just be that I can go and see 60,000 people fill up a stadium for the Rolling Stones or any of our white artists that I love so much.
Right.
We should be able to support it the same exact way. You know what I mean? So the fact that all these groups are coming now is a true testament of music going back, and people want the real, and people want, because everybody you just named are my brothers. I love them. I'm fans of theirs. They're fans of mine, and it goes round and round. So the fact that the climate, the musical climate, is lending itself to that is important. It's important. It's definitely something in the air, and I'm breathing everything.
I know that's right. Well, I just had to ask you that. And, Paul, I mean, thanks so much again for this interview. I mean, it was great chatting with you, and it's definitely an honor because, I mean, I didn't grow up on y'all music, but later, I got up on it, like I mentioned before. And, I mean, you guys are definitely certified legends, and I'm glad you guys are back, and I'm looking forward to the album.
I appreciate it, too, man. It's never too late, and I'm glad. And y'all definitely reach out to us once again, fullforceworld.com. If you reach out to Paul Anthony directly, it's palivelife.org. We're coming to a city near you. Y'all reach out, listen for the radio stations. We can't wait, and it's a wonderful time, no question. August 25th, album's dropping. What's going on, y'all? This is Paul Anthony, one of the members of Full Force, and you are now tuned in to The Biz with my man D.
Appreciate it.